Hello and welcome to another edition of Tuesdays with the Disability Policy for All. Today I have the great fortune to be interviewing Bruce Keisling, who is the Youth Director at the Boling Center for Developmental Disability at the University of Tennessee. Bruce is this year's chair of the AUCD Conference. I hope by now you are planning on attending the conference. If you're not sure if you want to attend the conference, don't worry, because that's why we're interviewing Bruce. So welcome, Bruce.
Thanks, Liz. It's really nice to be speaking with you.
The first question is, can you share with the audience the highlights of this year's conference?
Sure. Well, first of all, the theme for the conference this year is Lift Your Voice. We wanted to keep it brief, simple, impactful, and really reflect our desire as a network to raise our collective voices in all their forms to really sustain supports and services for people with disabilities and their families, and to create an opportunity for all of us to get together to talk about new strategies, ways to innovate new practices, and to help change the system for the better. We've got over 300 different presenters this year across a variety of formats. We have single speakers, panel presentations, group presentations that'll include a discussion part with audience members, and poster presentations as well. We've brought back our driving change sessions on Sundays. This year, the driving change sessions will feature each of our 5 councils. They'll be leading specific topic areas that relate to their work. We'll also have a welcome reception for everyone on Sunday evening, as well as a celebration party immediately after our awards ceremony. So there's lots of opportunities for folks to get together to network, to work together, and have opportunity to meet people from across the network.
Thank you. It sounds like a really exciting conference. The second question is, why should people and their families come to the conference?
Well, I love that question, and I really appreciate you asking that of me. I think the simplest answer to that is because your peers will be there. This year, over 25% of our submissions have people with disabilities and family members as authors of those presentations. So whether talks, panels, poster presentations, people with disabilities are greatly represented at the conference this year. Also, one of our councils, the Council on Community Advocacy, will be leading a driving change session. So there's an opportunity to work with people with disabilities and family members in a council presentation that will include breakout sessions for audience members as well. The topic of the driving change session for this council will be growing leaderships with families and individuals with disabilities. Certainly a content area that should be of real interest to folks. Speaking of the Council on Community Advocacy, they'll hold their own meeting Sunday afternoon. Family members and people with disabilities are encouraged to attend that meeting and learn more about the important role that that council has in our network. There'll also be a networking breakfast for professionals with disabilities on Monday morning. And there are 15 different special interest group meetings that are held on Monday and Tuesdays at noon for anyone interested in attending. They cover a wide variety of topics, including things like emergency preparedness, family support, post-secondary education, spiritual supports, and assistive technology. And then finally, on Wednesday, as we do with every annual conference, there's an opportunity to go to the Hill and talk with your representative leadership at the federal government. Hill visits are encouraged on Wednesday afternoons, and the AUCD Public Policy team is available to help provide information for family members and people with disabilities when you register for the conference.
Thank you.
Sure.
And the last question isn't really about the conference, but I understand that you're going to be the new president of AUCD. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are your hopes for the network?
Well, you're right. At the conclusion of the conference, there'll be a passing of the gavel. I will then take the role of president of the board. Cecilia Feinstein has led our network this year and done an excellent job. And following the conference into 2018, then I'll look towards the board and the central office at AUCD to help assist me with my hopes for the network. And that includes a couple of important areas. One is to continue to raise the awareness of AUCD as a network to as many people as broadly as possible, not only other groups that are involved with disability, but groups and other organizations that might have a shared interest with our mission. Also, to expand the collaboration and partnership we have with organizations that share the same values, the same interests and missions that we do, looking for ways that we can partner together in new ways that we haven't done before, more broadly. Another area that we want to look at, especially with a change in federal administration, is to find and grow not only existing leaders in the federal government and state governments, but also find new champions with regards to the disability community to help join us in working towards benefiting others as much as possible through policy and legislative action. And then finally, as a member of a network here in Memphis, my goal is also to help increase the communication that the network has, especially at the board level, with all of the different centers that we have across the United States and our territories. There's about 125 programs that are like ours here in Memphis that I want to ensure have a direct voice to AUCD as a network so that we can better understand what their needs are, where they're located, and we can work together to leverage our resources to help people with disabilities and their families to the fullest extent we can.
Thank you. And if you have any questions about this or any other policy issues, please go to the AUCD webpage and look for this week's In Brief. And while you're there, don't forget to register for the wonderful conference that Bruce mentioned. And if you have questions or comments about this week's Tuesdays with Liz, please leave them in the space below. Thanks, and have a nice day. Thanks again, Bruce.
Thank you, Liz.